3 years ago where different types of strength were found.
For me, there was a difference between on-field strength and weight room strength. So when I got here, I was keeping up with 90% of the team in weight room strength because I worked really hard in high school. My weight room stuff was good. But for me, it was when we got on the field, feeling the pressure of a 300-pound lineman coming at you. You just have to, that's technique.
Carter was a guest on this week's edition of the Three Guys Before the Game podcast. You're listening to Metro News. For 40 years, the voice of West Virginia.
Game day in my house is everything. I get out of class, I grab my gear, and get to the game because I can't wait. And my dad, he does the same thing. He's an official here in West Virginia. He makes the tough calls, stays cool under pressure, and knows ball like nobody else. I want to be just like him. You can too. Sign up at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Love, a transportation engineer at Civil and Environmental Consultants. What caught my eye about CEC is the dedication to technical excellence and community care. At CEC, we are employee-owned, and that means we take ownership in project success. With ongoing training and collaboration, we're responsive, accountable, and fully invested in the success of the communities we work with. At CEC, we engineer progress in the great state of West Virginia.
Find out what CEC can do for you. Visit cecinc.com.
Qualifying is underway for the West Virginia Open Golf Championship. 2 qualifying tournaments have been held over the last 2 days. This morning, Brian Myers of Wheeling earned medalist honors at the Pines Country Club in Morgantown, shooting an even par round of 71. Yesterday in Shepherdstown, Cam Fallon of Parkersburg and Trevor Hedges of Martinsburg both finished tied first with an even par round of 71. The annual West Virginia Open will begin on July 29th at Glade Springs Resort in Daniels. For Metro News Sports, good afternoon. I'm Joe Burcato.
ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930 present The Drive.
It is July 8th. Your drive begins now on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. I'm your host, Paul Swann. Our text line this hour brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop. We'll get that started in a few minutes at 304-396-TALK. That is 304-396-8255. Coming up today on the program, Devin Miller is going to join us in just a few minutes. We're going to catch up with him. Usually on Wednesdays, we have somebody from Marshall University to tell us what's happening with tickets, promotions, everything that's happening at the school. So we're going to talk to Devin in just a few minutes. But until then, we'll get you caught up in everything that's happening. We've got baseball action for you tonight right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. 6:40, first pitch. It's going to be the Pirates and the Braves. And yesterday, the Pirates blew out the Braves 12-4. Phillies got the better of the Reds yesterday, 4-1. Game 2 tonight, 7 o'clock in Cincinnati. Also, the Twins got the better of the Guardians, 3-1. And those two teams will meet up again tonight. That's going to be 7:40 in Minneapolis. And, of course, yesterday, I'm sure everyone was following along best you could. The World Cup round of 16 concluding. Argentina getting the better of Egypt. Of course, a lot of fans online think that FIFA won this one for Argentina as it was a 3-2 victory. A comeback from a 2-0 deficit in the second half. And, of course, Lionel Messi continues to do Messi things in the World Cup. Colombia and Switzerland actually played to a scoreless tie. And so the one thing that I hate, you win on penalty kicks. I mean, this is the World Cup. Shouldn't you play on until someone scores? You do it in hockey. I mean, in regular season hockey, if you can't win it after extra time, you go to the shootout. You end its regular season. Okay, but this is a World Cup tournament. I mean, I think you should keep going until – that's just me. Again, that's my American sports brain thinking here. The round of 8 begins tomorrow. It's going to be France versus Morocco. It's going to be 4 o'clock in Foxborough. The World Cup so far has done nothing but dominate my social media feed. Now, that, of course, is not the full picture of the conversation, but it has definitely dominated the entirety of my social media feed, it's like it's the only thing going on right now. And, of course, that's not the case. A couple other things we're going to try to get into today as time permits. The first item is we'll talk a little bit more about John Elmore and Rachel Folden. They have been inducted into the Conference USA Hall of Fame class of 2026. So congratulations to them. John, of course, one of the all-time greats, Marshall basketball. And you look at Rachel Folden's career. Folden is one of the more dominant players to ever come out of that program. She's the only two-time player of the year, and she did that in 2006 and 2008 in Conference USA. So we'll get into that a little bit more. Also, a little bit more football news. This time it's, hey, let's sell some magazines. Marshall University has 12 players honored by Athlon Sports. 4 on the All Sunbelt First team. Carlos Del Rio Wilson, Toby Payne, tight end for the Thundering Herd, Jalen Slappy, and I believe Datwan Smith was Datwan Smith also the only defensive selection, that first team. So a lot of names making the list. We'll get into all of that with you. But, of course, I do want to hear from you. So our text line is open, and we'll get that started in a little bit. So get those texts in now so we don't miss them, because we've got Devin Miller coming up in the next few minutes. And we'll do that at 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. And we didn't touch on it as much yesterday. We'll try to get to that as well. Of course, we got to the news yesterday that the women's basketball team will face off against the Duke Blue Devils. Play them November 15th. And then the Herd's going to play November 20th against Kentucky. So a couple of big names on the Marshall women's basketball schedule. Of course, when you win a WNIT, it gives you a little bit of status, I would think. Let's say that you won a postseason tournament, so it gives you a little bit of status, a little bit of credibility. Put the Herd on the Blue Devils schedule, gives Duke a quality opponent. Kentucky, of course, I think that relationship is definitely there already. Previous interactions proved to be very fruitful, so these two are going to continue. So I love that, the fact that we're going to see the Herd take on Kentucky and women's basketball. Hopefully that can be a more of a common occurrence. Maybe it won't happen every season, but I'd like to see that be more of a common occurrence. A home and a home for the foreseeable future. I know a lot of Kentucky fans showed up at the Cam Henderson Center, so hopefully a lot of Herd fans will make the trip to Lexington to see the Thundering Herd. So I'll tell you what, let's get our break in early, because I want to get to Devin Miller. We'll talk to him in just a few minutes, get caught up on everything that's happening at Marshall University. And, of course, then we'll get your text in, and we'll do that at 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. That's the number to be a part of today's show. It's brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop. So we'll get those going. We'll hear from Devin Miller, and we'll do all of that when we continue on this edition of Your Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Looking for a night of absolute madness? Then don't miss the Rocky Horror Mix-Up Show, July 17th at the Foundry Theater in Huntington. The wild and wonderful Untamed Things are throwing tradition out the window as cast members swap roles, flip expectations, and unleash a wildly unpredictable version of a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Enjoy the costume contest, version games, a prop bag raffle, and plenty of surprises along the way. Doors are at 7. The show starts at 8, and tickets are just $10. One night only, July 17th at the Foundry. Let's do the time warp differently.
Christopher's Eats has a brand new website. Visit Christopher'sEatsWV.com. That's Christopher'sEatsWV.com. The website may be new, but it's still the same great eats you love from Christopher's, Route 60 Huntington. Order online for pickup or delivery. Make a reservation, place a catering order, check out upcoming events, browse the latest cocktails, and see what's on tap all in one place. Christopher'sEatsWV.com. That's Christopher'sEatsWV.com. New website, same great eats.
Here's another Kendra Communications Community Chatter. The Marshall University Rec Center will be hosting Rec Fest 2026, presented by Smoothie King from noon to 3 p.m. on Friday, August 15th. Now, this free event will offer students and community members an opportunity to connect with campus and local resources ahead of the fall semester. Admission is free and open to the public.
This Kendra Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Kentucky Farmers Bank, the Better Bank in Summit, Ashland, Callisburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Online at kfb.bank.
Summer starts here. It's Moses Auto Mall of Huntington Ninth Street Live every Friday night in Huntington. Presented by Michelob Ultra, White Claw, Big Timber, and Country Boy Brewing. Friday, July 10th, it's Marshall Health OBGYN Employee Appreciation Night. And a ticket to ride to Ninth Street Live with the Newbies and the Big Ass Brass. Set 1 brings your favorite 60s and 70s classics. Set 2 is a full celebration of the Beatles. The Little Caesars Kids Zone is back, and Gomart Happy Hour starts at 5. Enjoy Ninth Street libations from the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe, Sip Downtown Brasserie, and Summit Beer Station, featuring Tito's, Milagro Tequila, Rebel Bourbon, High Noon, and Lucky One. The after-show party takes place at Jerk Riley's at Pullman Square. Mark your calendar for August 7th for ONA. The Thundering Herd Rally is Friday, August 14th. Sponsored by Wendy's, Huntington Beverage Center, Sods, Apex Tech, The Great Outdoors Marine, Village Caregiving, Thoroughbred Express Wash, the City of Huntington, Marshall University, Blinko Glass Company, Marshall Health Network Arena, and Kendrick Communications.
The West Virginia and Appalachian Laborers District Council and Lyona are building West Virginia. From the roads and bridges that move us today to the infrastructure that keeps the Mountain State competitive tomorrow. Lyona's more than 5,000 members across the region help grow local economies by earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes that strengthen our communities. Lyona builds West Virginia for good jobs, stronger communities, and a better future. Online at wvldc.org.
This is The Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Miss an episode? Catch it anytime on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We'll get your text going in just a few minutes. Our text line brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop at 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. Let's turn our attention now to the only DM that anyone ever wants to have, and that's Devin Miller, the Assistant Director of Athletics and Ticket Sales and Operations, Marshall University. He now joins us on the program. How's your summer been so far?
Good. People think the sports world slows down, and it does a little bit as far as the competition going on, but it's a never-ending race to the championships in all of our sports. So we're fighting that battle on our ticketing and herd hospitality side right now, and it's fun. We're excited for all of our seasons coming up.
So really, you haven't had a chance to get a day off yet. That's basically what you're telling me here. No day off for Devin Miller.
I squeezed in a couple of weekends, but like a couple, maybe a long weekend or two. But outside of that, we're dialed.
Devin Miller's with us. He is gearing up for the start of everything. Everything is happening faster than you think, and I guess we need to start with. I probably want to start with soccer with you because that's the thing that's happening right now. The World Cup, everyone's interested in soccer. Now, have you gotten a little bit more of an interest from people? I know demand was pretty high already, but have you seen a little bit more of an influx, a little bit more of a, hey, do you have any season tickets left? Do you have any single game tickets left? What's the story there as far as getting ready for soccer and ticket sales?
It's been great. We've seen a ton of people renew. I can't really think of anybody who didn't renew as we went through that process. And if they didn't renew yet, they said, please hold my seats. I will renew them. Just give me one more day and situations like that. So as far as that main grandstand, I think we're very close to sold out. The season tickets went live after the renewal process this past Monday. And we are excited about it, man. We're adding seats to and revamping our 2020 club. So there will be some changes in that game day experience for our fans that we're really excited about. And, the sales are going really well. I think our people have been interested in soccer for a while, so they're probably waiting for this World Cup because of how much success we've had in soccer since the last one, and how we've continued to grow in that program is always fun to watch for me. I'm a big sports guy all the way around, so I watch SportsCenter and thoroughly entertained the whole time, especially right now with the World Cup going on.
Explain that new experience to fans that maybe don't know enough about it yet or haven't heard about it, and if there's any opportunities left, because as you alluded to, everyone's not hem-hawing about getting their renewal. It's not, maybe I'll think about it, it's okay, lock me in, or I'm coming, here we come. So, what are the new experiences and what are the availabilities?
Yeah, so the last two areas with reserved seating are the bleachers that we've added to the side of the grandstand in men's soccer. Section 100 and 106 are available if you go online or call in to 800 the Herd and get those tickets there. But the 2020 club is going to be new and improved on the entrance of our men's soccer facility. It's kind of like a courtyard that has a soccer type of design on the ground when you're walking in. For our fans that are familiar with our stadium, it's a really neat setup. We're going to add some TVs, outdoor seating, and it's a way to support the program too. So once you give to the 2020 club and join at that level, to have that game day access, it comes with all-inclusive food and beverages during the game. There will still be a viewing area, but it has kind of shifted where it is because that section 106 will be where the 2020 club formerly was, but it's still going to be an elevated experience from years past. And we're really excited to kind of change things up in that regard and to add more seats and add more reserve seating, because we had a ton of people interested who had general admission season tickets last year who wanted to just lock in a seat. So the availability is going fast on those. As it stands right now, but the only two places to get reserve seats are Section 100 and Section 106, and I'd say there's probably 50 or 60 seats left in both of those sections. So if you're thinking about it, I'd jump all over it because it's only going to get tighter over there in those bleachers as we get close to the soccer season.
And the availabilities for the 2020 club pretty close to full already?
Yeah, the 2020 club is filling up, but there is availability there. I just reach out to the Big Green for more information, or even Emily Suter, who is our Director of Premium Spaces and Donor Experience.
Soccer is the big story right now, but, of course, American football is fast approaching, and Coach Gibson getting his squad ready. I'm sure he is chomping at the bit to just get on the field, get going in earnest. Herd fans, of course, have several different opportunities this year. I hear the Dutch Miller deck is pretty much locked in. Everyone's got a spot there now. Is there maybe a spot left for anyone there to start with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's filling up fast. The Dutch Miller deck was a hit last year, and with the construction happening at the end of spring ball last year, a lot of people were even maybe skeptical if we would have it live and going by week one, but it surely enough it was, and it was the best place to be for if you're looking for that premium experience of being able to kind of walk in and out and get your catering provided by Backyard and go down to the field and maybe check out the seating below and then go back up top. So I really have it your way experience in the Dutch Miller deck. It's still some availability, and former student athletes of Marshall actually get a discount of it's $1,500 instead of the $2,500 for the regular price. So we do offer that for our former student athletes of all sports. But the $2,500 ticket is still going. It's still going fast. So we've got tons of new ways we're going to be able to enjoy the Joan this year, and we're excited about it.
Anything change with the Dutch Miller deck experience? Anything you've added, tweaked, enhanced?
We're just excited about kind of refining everything. We found over the last, over each week by week, how things are going to run as far as, maybe that's just having a process to, stock things faster, whether it's soft drinks or what type of snacks people enjoyed or didn't enjoy, whether that's having popcorn or popcorn in those later games and ice cream in those August games, and things like that people really enjoyed in the early games or later in the year games. But I think it's kind of a set in stone deal that all inclusive food and beverage provided by Backyard, and you get field access, lower level access, and obviously the deck access on the top level. And it's going to be the place to be.
Devin Miller is with us, Assistant Director of Athletics, Ticket Sales, and Operations. So get your tickets now for the deck. Of course, the porch is the new place to be at Jones C. Edwards Stadium. I heard the good news. Am I right? Every spot's been taken. Is that correct?
Yeah, we had an overwhelming amount of interest for that, and thankfully it's been sorted, and we've got people locked in for the porch, and we're thinking about ways to, we're always thinking about ways to expand that group aspect, and people want to enjoy an area with their group, and we've moved that into different ways where you can do that, and inside regular seats as well. But the porch is definitely a wonderful complimentary concept that also is like a fun play on words that we have, that this is our house. If our house is the Joan, we have a deck and a porch that we have there too. So it's kind of a fun play on words as well.
If I can't get a spot on the porch, which obviously is sold out now, and if I miss out on my deck opportunity, but I still want to come to Marshall football games, with ticket sales still going, what are the best options for fans right now, trying to figure out what the price point that works for them? Because I know you've got plenty of seats in certain areas, and when I say that, I mean you still have availability, but as you keep telling me, and honestly it's the best advice, if you want them, don't sit on the fence too long, because usually they're gone by the time you call.
Yeah, we have several different ways you can enjoy the game. We have plenty of new improvements to the big green room. If we're talking about the chairback experience, where you have those built-in chairbacks between like where the press box side, the west side of the stadium, the big green room has been revamped with new options that are ready to debut here soon. So be on the lookout for some of the options you'll be able to add on to your experience if you're a chairback season ticket holder. But even on the west side, on the east side, the family pack is going to be a really great bargain deal and just something that'll elevate that experience for every single fan that you could enjoy. Whether you're sitting there or not, the east side concession stand will be family price concessions. So I think I said this when we first announced it. I don't think you can get a cheaper hot dog at a football game, at a high school game, or any concession stand. In Little League, you could get a $2 hot dog and a $3 soda and $3 hot dog with sauce. So I don't think you're beating those deals anywhere. I think it's $2 popcorn even. So the family price concessions that go directly in line with our family pack, which is 4 tickets for $99 each. So it's about $400 plus the taxes and fees to bring you and the family and then enjoy cheap concessions all day. I don't think you can beat that pricing. I know there's some other gimmicks out there that people have done to get people in their stadiums, but that's a great way to enjoy the game too.
What, you're not giving me free food like Coastal Carolina? I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but you're not giving me free food? Just you're tempting me with
not quite free yet.
Yeah,
not quite free yet. Maybe we could do some other giveaways for one-time deals, but that's as close to free as we can get. I don't think we can beat a $2 hot dog.
No, I don't think you can either. And sauce is an extra $1, so $3 for the sauce, dog. $2, of course. Condiments will be there because I'm telling you, Devin, when I go to a baseball game, I will go and I'll find that place because you know how food is, and everybody's got a price point for something different here. But if you just want to get like something to eat real quick, just get a quick drink, a couple of hot dogs. You walk out, you feel like, okay, I got something, and it wasn't really overly expensive. And sometimes that means you can go back and do it again. It's really a great price option for fans who are trying to find ways to make the dollar stretch and at the same time come to a Marshall game.
Right. Yeah. And even even like the whole from experience from top to bottom, a $99 season ticket, a $2 box of popcorn, a $3 drink. Like it's just we have deals for everybody who's looking for every experience. If you're looking to bring your entire family and you don't want to break the bank, we have that, and then we also have the premium options and everything in between too. So we're just trying to cater to every style of fan that we do have here in Huntington, West Virginia.
So football tickets are on sale now. Season tickets, single game tickets. What's going to be the process? Anything change, or what are you suggesting?
Yeah. So single game tickets will go on sale next Wednesday. Our Big Green members will get the first look at those on Monday, though. They will get first access, and then our season ticket holders will get access early as well on Tuesday. For Middle Tennessee, Gardner Webb, and App State, those games will be priced at $105 for the chairbacks, $30 in the end zone, and then $40 and $45 for East Prime and our sideline seating, which is on the east and west side. And then Coastal Carolina, South Alabama, Georgia State, they start as low as $25 for single games, and then sideline and East Prime will be $35 and $40, and the chairbacks will be $100. But we also are offering a new style of group ticket pricing. So if you have that group of 15 people, or 15 to 49 people, or 50 to 99, 100 plus, there's a higher discount. The more people you bring, of course, you don't have to front the money for that whole group. We will build you a link, and everybody can just pay their portion as it is. So if you have that group of 49 people, they're paying $20 each for those sideline tickets on the west side, then you just have to pay your $20. You send the link around, and everybody just pays their portion. There doesn't have to be a group leader or anything like that who has to front all the money. And then now you're getting into that Zelle and Venmo game that everyone you can get into some problems there. But we wanted to make it easy to bring a large group, whether that's your Boy Scout troop or your Little League football team or your family or family reunion or alumni groups. We're going to make it easy for everybody to reserve a large area and know that you can sit with your people, but you don't have to go through that stress of having a group leader in that scenario. So,
Devin, I'm always looking for that one person that's not going to play nice when we try to do things like this. So Is this okay? You got to have this all paid up before game time. How does the payment process, timeline, anything like that?
Yeah. So when you call us and set up your link in your group, once you get your link and you pay, you get your ticket. So it's just basically on them. Like, hey, we have this area, 40 tickets reserved. Here's the link, and then it'll show you where your group is sitting on the pick your own seat map. And it'll even like by name if your group chooses to show names on who's sitting where. And you could say, oh, well, Paul's sitting right here. I'm gonna take that seat next to Paul. He paid already. He's got his ticket. Now I got mine. So it's a pretty simple process. Once our group ticket website, like our group ticket link on the portion of the Herd Zone website goes live, we'll definitely be posting and showing people how easy it is to set up a large group if that's what they want to do. If you want to bring that entire football youth team out, or to bring your church group out, or whatever your group is.
Devin Miller with us. He is pretty much the man in charge when it comes to tickets, the assistant director of athletics, ticket sales, and operations. So we got football tickets. Basketball tickets are not yet available, on the way soon. I'm sure you've got some exciting announcements between now and when those go on sale, and I'm sure you're going to give me at least one of those exciting things, right? Ryan Crisp breaks news on the show. Why can't Devin Miller?
Yeah, well, we do have exciting news always, but our women's basketball tickets are still on sale with our early bird pricing. We ended up doing early bird pricing immediately after we won the WNIT for those fans who who had jumped on board at the end of the year, or as the ride was going through the rest of the season. If you renew your tickets now, you get to keep the same price as last year, and that will be going away soon. So I'd lock in for the women's basketball. That place is going to be rocking again, like it was really the whole end of the year leading up to the WNIT, and obviously selling out that final WNIT game. So lock in those women's basketball season tickets for $75 now, because the price has gone up, as they say. The price has gone up, and they've definitely earned the right, and they will have that place filled up. So I'd lock in my women's basketball season tickets. We offer a family pack there as well. If you buy 4, it's actually $30 each right now. So if you're bringing the whole family out to those super entertaining games, I'd lock those in as early as possible. They're selling fast already. So we got a lot of people buy in immediately after the WNIT championship.
And I might remind people, if I'm correct, this is also going to be the best way for you to get those tickets if you want to go, say, follow the herd when it travels to Kentucky or to Duke here in the upcoming season. You know, if you're a season ticket holder, you've got a better chance of maybe getting some of those road tickets.
That is correct. I mean, just like how we mentioned before, like our football season ticket holders will get early access to those single games too. So when you know you're going to need 2 or 3 extra tickets, you know you can get them right next to yours or close to them for any sport. If you're a season ticket holder, it does come with some perks and some priority access to things like road games or postseason play or conference championships and conference tournaments. So that's the easiest way to gain that access.
Devin Miller with us, the Assistant Director of Athletics, Ticket Sales, and Operations, Marshall University. Anything else coming up that maybe you want to tell people about?
Yeah, I mean, our women's soccer season is coming in full swing, too. We were definitely built some momentum there last year, and with all the buzz around soccer, our girls they come from all over the place, it seems, a lot like our men's soccer team with a lot of great international players, and head coach Rafa has got those ladies in shape, and the women's soccer season tickets are on sale right now as well. But I'm excited for these fall sports, and obviously when we get into basketball, men's basketball will be later this July. Those will go live. So we've got plenty of big things coming, and like I said about football, if you want to enjoy the game on a very deluxe way, we have that with the Dutch Miller deck, or if you have a large group, we have that too, or if you're just bringing your family and want to enjoy the best hot dogs in town for $2 each, we've got everything in between as far as that experience on a football game day. So come see us this fall in all of our venues.
The best hot dogs in town? The very best, right?
The very best, and the best sauce. I'm from New Jersey. I had no clue what sauce meant when they said, do you want sauce on your dog? I had no clue what that meant. And then when I was like, oh, so it's a chili dog, they're like, no.
It's a sauce dog.
It's a sauce dog. Yeah. So I was
come on, give us the program.
Very confused by that. But I'm a fan, and I'm bought in. So come get your sauce dogs and your $2 16-ounce soft drinks at the Jones C. Edwards Stadium this fall.
You know, Devin, I have to ask now. I would not respect myself tomorrow if I didn't. What else did you have to adjust to? So it's not a chili dog; it's a sauce dog. Did the slaw dog throw you any when you found out about that, or did you already know?
No, I mean, I didn't know about that either. But everything was on the table after the sauce dog comments and things like that. But I'm a bagel guy naturally from New Jersey, and everybody does their breakfast sandwiches on biscuits here, whether like no matter what fast food it is somehow. And also the buggy, we calling shopping carts buggies was something I had to adjust to, and I still catch a lot of flack when I said, oh, that shopping cart, and they're like, yeah, I'm getting a buggy. I don't know what that means when people say that.
Wow. Just things you'll find out here. So these are the big things. These are the big adjustments. There's nothing else that was major. Just these lost in translation words for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I grew up raised by Oklahoma parents, so that's why I come out with this pretty neutral approach to how I speak. Is I don't have the super strong Jersey accent or a country accent from them, so I kind of knew the country, the sound of the country twang, but I had no clue about the Appalachian dialect until I got to Marshall.
Okay, so the biscuits threw you a little bit. Now, I like bagels as well. And the cream cheese, right? You know, we can agree. Bagels, cream cheese, we're good there?
Yeah, everything bagel with cream cheese is what I would order in a traditional scenario.
Okay. And yeah, I do some bagels sometimes with in the air fryer and put an egg on top of it and a couple other things. So is that okay? So
that sounds good to me.
I'm good there. All right, then the pepperoni roll probably threw you for a loop as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting item. Kind of reminds me of a stromboli back home, or like a calzone even maybe. But it's definitely, I think that's the most unique and good item that I would recommend to my friends and family when they come here to get a pepperoni roll from Dough Daddy's or something like that when they come in town.
All right. So what's your go-to biscuit?
Go-to biscuit at Tudor's, I think I'm a Thunder and Herd guy.
Yeah.
That's whatever the sausage, egg and cheese with a hash brown.
Yep, Thunder and Herd. I go for the Thunder and Herd too. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. I've been doing the Ron as well because they got that combo right now.
Right. So I mean, I like the sausage, egg and cheese on the biscuit personally.
Okay. All right. See, these are the things people really want to know about. No, it's not season tickets. It's what biscuit does Devin Miller like at Tudor's, and you can't go wrong with the Thundering Herd. Absolutely not.
That's right. If you want to call 800 the Herd and ask for Devin, and we can talk about biscuits and season tickets all day if you want.
Absolutely.
Anyone out there.
Or what they could do is they could bring you a biscuit while they're picking up their, while they're coming to pay for their tickets. Just, do it up close and personal. Bring you a biscuit, put a down payment down, and they're all good.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
a done deal.
I like it. Devin Miller's with us, the Assistant Director of Athletics, Ticket Sales, and Operations at Marshall University. Good seeing you again when I saw you at last. Good talking to you again. And hopefully next time we're talking, it's about sold-out tickets for football and soccer, and we're moving on to basketball, and hopefully you've got some exciting things there as well for us. So we will do it again soon, my friend.
That sounds good, man. Always good talking to you and seeing you, too.
Thank you, Devin. That's Devin Miller, Assistant Director of Athletics, Ticket Sales, and Operations, and a Thundering Herd guy, and he's learned the proper way to say it is sauce, not chili dog. More coming up on today's edition of The Drive, ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Hometown Chevrolet, your home of the new 30-mile-per-gallon Chevy Trax and the new 3-row SUVs like the Traverse, Tahoe, and Suburban. Everything you need right here at home. Want a new truck? We have 0% financing for a full 5 years on new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500s and free oil changes for life at your hometown Chevy dealer. Our used inventory is priced to move with the quality you want at a payment that makes sense. From low APRs to rebuilding, we'll get you done. Hometown Chevrolet, Waverly, Ohio, where everybody drives home.
Hey, listen, we love our drinks out there. We love our parties, and we also love a place that can make that easy to do. Tailgaters Carryout is the place to do that in Ironton, locally owned and operated. Kevin and Amy want to make sure your party goes right, and one thing that'll make it go right is exclusive signature mixers. Take them home, turn any party into a tailgate party.
If you can drink it, you're going to find it at Tailgaters, all right? The drive-thru they got, you could go inside to see the selection for yourself. They got the carry-out. The Tailgaters carry-out is at 1412 South 3rd Street in Ironton. That's 1412 South 3rd Street in Ironton. Get on over there. Tell them Lex and Terry sent you. Say hi to Kevin and Amy and the whole staff. They're going to help you find what you're looking for, man.
Ironton, we've kind of figured out without Kevin and Amy, you guys would be screwed. So make sure you go over to Tailgaters and check out their signature mixers. Tell them Lex and Terry sent you to Tailgaters.
Grab the mic and bring the fun to the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. It's Mike Night every Saturday from 8 till 10. Whether you're a total rock star or just a shower singer who loves to have fun, grab the mic, sing loud, and make a night of it. And every Thursday evening, it's Wingo Single Bingo. Every Thursday from 7 to 9. Single Bingo plus 50-cent bonus wings. Great food, great drinks, and great fun. Every week at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe, across from Pullman Square, downtown Huntington. The Summer Fun Passport is here. Sign up now for this free passport and earn prizes all summer long. Head to the station's website or Facebook page. Click the Summer Fun Passport link and register. That enters you to win a 3-night trip to Myrtle Beach. Amp up the fun by visiting our participating local businesses. Check in on the Summer Fun Passport and you'll earn points to win more prizes. Check in with these businesses when you arrive. Jerks Pullman Square, Ichiban Hibachi Steakhouse, the Greater Huntington Parks and Recreation, Armory Steakhouse, Paramount Theater Ashland, Kel's Tavern, the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe, Gallipolis First Fridays, 9th Street Live, and Dog Dazzle. The Summer Fun Passport's brought to you by Tailgaters Carryout, Coons Corner Sip and Shop, and Kindred Communications. Get on this station's website, sign up for your free passport, and win all summer long with the Summer Fun Passport.
Injured in a wreck? Warner Law Offices is now here for you in Huntington on 4th Avenue across from the courthouse. Personal, local, decades of experience.
Call 345-6789.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Hi, this is Dave Wilson, host of Metro News Talkline, and you're listening to The Drive with Paul Swann on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Thank you, Dave. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, 10:06, it is Metro News Talkline right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Our text line, it's brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop. We do that every day. 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. If you just missed it, we had Devin Miller on a few minutes ago, getting us updated on everything that's happening with ticket sales at Marshall University. And I'm not going to give you all the details of our conversation after the show, but the only thing that I'm going to say to you is when you see Devin Miller out and about, wave at him. Just do it. The payoff will be worth it. Just when you see Devin, you wave at Devin. Just wave at him. Walk by, smile, wave at him. I'm going to leave the rest to anybody who actually does that. So that's my homework assignment for you. Just wave at Devin when you see him, and he'll know at that point, yeah, okay, thanks, Swan. 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. Texter says, Paul, you really need to make Devin Miller's intro for any segment on your show the voice Steve Cotton's call of his touchdown reception at Notre Dame. Okay, noted. New intro for Devin Miller. Appreciate that text. I might have to dig that up and we'll make that work. Texter says, Paul, it always has to be the Thundering Herd with melted cheese at Tudor's. The best. By the way, Paul, hope to bring you one at this coming football season at one of the early games. Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes. Appreciate that. Thank you for that. I don't know where we're going to be yet. I'm assuming we're going to be at the same spot, right near the M Club. I'm not sure where we're going to be yet. Road games, I think we're going to be at the same location. I'll let you know, but home games, we'll be somewhere in the same vicinity, I think. Since I get the details there, then I'll tell you out. And again, I'm not opposed to anyone just showing up and bringing me what you got from your tailgate. Not opposed to that whatsoever. And Thundering Herd biscuits are welcome. Refreshing beverages are welcome. Anything you got, pepperoni rolls, always welcome. Anything you got from your tailgate, we are looking forward to seeing everyone there. That's the one thing that I think we have a lot of fun doing, is just seeing everybody when we're out at the West Lot for the home games. We went a little long with Devin, so let's load up the text line when we come back. 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. Yes, Thundering Herd, melted cheese, that's the go-to. But I'm not going to lie, the Ron combo has been good. And the lady that was there was telling me, she's like, hey, that's going away soon. Oh, really? I don't know what we got coming next, but the combo, because it's the $5.55 combo. You get the drink. You get you can get either like the tater patty or you can get the rounds. Get the rounds. I mean, if you get the Ron combo and you get the potato cake, just get a Thundering Herd and order a drink. I mean, do it that way. No, you got to get the tater rounds, but there's some other options as well. I usually get the Ron. We will continue with your text, 304-396-TALK, on this edition of The Drive.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Experience elegance, history, and unforgettable moments at the Paramount Theater Ashland. Whether you're planning the wedding of your dreams, a corporate event, gala, concert, or private celebration, the Paramount offers a one-of-a-kind venue filled with timeless charm and breathtaking architecture. From the grand stage to the stunning ballroom spaces, your guest will remember every moment. Now booking ceremonies, special events, and parties for 2026. Call to schedule your tour of the Paramount Theater Ashland.
Summer starts here. It's Moses Auto Mall of Huntington 9th Street Live every Friday night in Huntington. Presented by Michelob Ultra, White Claw, Big Timber, and Country Boy Brewing. Friday, July 10th, it's Marshall Health OBGYN Employee Appreciation Night. And a ticket to ride to 9th Street Live with the Newbies and the Big Ass Brass. Set 1 brings your favorite 60s and 70s classics. Set 2 is a full celebration of the Beatles. The Little Caesars Kids Zone is back, and Go-Mart Happy Hour starts at 5. Enjoy 9th Street libations from the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe, Sip Downtown Brasserie, and Summit Beer Station, featuring Tito's, Milagro Tequila, Rebel Bourbon, High Noon, and Lucky One. The after-show party takes place at Jerk Riley's at Pullman Square. Mark your calendar for August 7th for ONA. The Thundering Herd Rally is Friday, August 14th. Sponsored by Wendy's, Huntington Beverage Center, Sods, Apex Tech, The Great Outdoors Marine, Village Caregiving, Thoroughbred Express Wash, the City of Huntington, Marshall University, Blinko Glass Company, Marshall Health Network Arena, and Kendrick Communications.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-224-5353. That's 800-224-5353. Again, that's 800-224-5353.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Listening to The Drive with Paul Swann on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
304-396-TALK, the text line, 304-396-8255, brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop. Earlier today, 12 players honored by Athlon Sport from the Thundering Herd football team. Marshall had 4 players named to the preseason All Sun Belt Conference first team, 3 on offense and 1 on defense. Carlos Del Rio Wilson, obviously. Tight end Toby Payne, offensive lineman Jalen Slappy. Those are 3 real good ones. Dayton Smith also. The other news was John Elmore and Rachel Fulton inducted into the Conference USA Hall of Fame. And I know from past experience, when the Southern Conference came out with its list, I know from past experience that helped a lot of people that had not gotten into the Marshall Hall of Fame just yet. That helped solidify them, because if they're in the league's Hall of Fame, they definitely have a case to be in the school's Hall of Fame. And, of course, you couldn't ask for 2 better than John Elmore and Rachel Fulton. Of course, John, at one point, was the all-time leading scorer at Marshall University. And then Tavion Kinsey finished that off. So he's now the second most in program history scoring with 2,638 points. And, of course, you have Rachel Fulton. She was a shoo-in already. I mean, 2-time Player of the Year in Conference USA. She's one of 3 players in league history to win the award multiple times. She averaged 405 as a sophomore to senior. That is tied 4th in the league. She's 3rd in the league, record book, slugging percentage. We could go over her list, but when you think of Marshall softball in Conference USA, if you watch that round of softball, you think Rachel Fulton. So hers is the name that definitely deserves everything that is coming her way. The other item that came out today is that Marshall's adding more to the swimming and diving staff. Nicole McConnell has been added. She will be associate head coach. She was an assistant coach at Penn State. Her accolades include coaching 4 NCAA qualifiers, an All-American second-team honoree, a Big Ten runner-up, and she is credited for assisting the program break multiple program and national records. She also spent 4 seasons with Texas A&M's women's program. Texas A&M, of course, competing in the SEC. While there, 3rd place SEC finish, a 14th place NCAA team finish, and some qualifying years as well for the Olympic trials for 2024. She was at the Aggie Swim Club, the University of Evansville, as a graduate assistant, and she is a native of Texas. So she comes to Huntington to be a part of the staff as the swim and dive program got a reprieve and is now full steam ahead for the upcoming season. We'll be back with you tomorrow right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. And, of course, we got the rest of the week as no other interruptions, I don't think. Not until August. We don't have, I don't think, any other interruptions. So we should have at least several weeks to go before we get close to football season. And, of course, that means we're almost at Media Day as well. That's almost upon us. So you know it's real. As Coach Huff used to say, it's almost talking season. So talking season's almost here. That's going to do it for this edition. Thanks for being a part of it. I will be back with you tomorrow. We'll do it all over again right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
WRBC Huntington, W227BS Huntington, your flagship home of the Marshall Thundering Herd and The Drive with Paul Swann, ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.